don't really want it that bad, I see it clearly now. But me, I really want it that bad, my grind is eerie now. First I write the songs, mix the songs and shoot the videos. On my iPhone, shit is serious, you hear me though? I ain't got no label backing me, it's just me and my girl. So when I blow up, I'ma give it a whirl. Cause I'm overly focused and overly thorough. When it's all said and done, they're gonna build me a mural. I put in so much hustle, dog. It's all about that muscle, dog.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sold Out. And on today's episode, we have the Curry 2 Flotro in hand. You can kind of see the Ghost SC through there, right here. Just kind of a normal, plain white Under Armour box. Nothing special, nothing crazy to write home about. We are going to get a weight on this sneaker first. Jumping right into it, we are going to get a weight on this sneaker. It feels super light. I know Flow technology isn't too heavy, very minimal upper. I don't know, it might be like 11 and a half, something like that. 10.9, 11. So it comes in at 11. The other pair comes in at 10.9. All right, so we're gonna get that one out of the way. Now starting off like we always do with the padding, heel slip in comfort. Padding felt great on foot, no issues with padding. This did feel right here, this little, you could see this tab part right here, did feel a little stiff, had to break that in, was rubbing a little bit, but didn't leave a blister or anything like that. The Way Wade AC11s did the same thing as well, but this really loosened up, especially over on this side. You could feel it broke in a lot more just from cutting and everything like that. So when it comes to heel slip and comfort, I had no issues with that. Heel lockdown was phenomenal, no issues with that as well. Now down into the laces. The laces were super heavy duty while super thin at the same time. Now they're rugged too. They have almost like a coating on them. You guys won't be able to see that. But one thing that I liked about it, this lace eyelet right here, you can see the gold right there. They shrunk the inside. So the laces do not slip at all. It's almost a pain to kind of pull them through and tighten them up. But I like that because you're not going to have much issues with your laces sliding or anything like that. I love the laces on the Curry Flotro 2. Now down on the tongue, love the tongue. Nice freaking padding, nice mesh. Wasn't too thick padding. I don't really like a huge thick tongue. Crazy like my Kyrie Infinities. That's just too like pillow-like for me. I like to have like at least feel my laces locking down a little bit, and you get that with the Curry 2. It's nothing crazy, nice minimal padding, and then you get the mesh right here for breathability. Super breathable tongue, no issues with the tongue whatsoever. Now down on the material, just to get this out the way, I do not like the colorway at all. There's too much going on. We got dark blue, we got navy blue, North Carolina blue, gold, red, white. There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on in the sneaker. I get it has a theme, but like it's just not for me. I'd like something a little bit different, maybe like two colors, something like that. Black and white, red and black, blue and yellow for the Golden State Warriors, just something besides this. But this is what dropped first, so I grabbed this one first. Down on the materials, I actually like the materials in the Curry. Very lightweight, very breathable. You guys can see how breathable that mesh is. There's slight padding underneath it, which makes it feel great on foot, so there's no issues with the comfort inside the sneaker. Now I will say I did have a little side-to-side movement. You can see how wide the base is on the sneaker. It's a pretty wide sneaker for the most part, so there was a little bit of side-to-side play, but nothing that would like deter me from buying these sneakers. I did go true to size. This is a size 8, and if you have a wide foot, you are going to be in luck. It's definitely a nice sneaker for wide footers. So sizing material, I'd go true to size. Material, I actually enjoy the materials of the Curry 2 Flotro. Now down onto cushioning. Cushioning is the same as it has been since this sneaker. Doesn't even really feel any different. This is the Curry 8. This does feel a little bit slightly softer, but on court you can't really tell. I think where they improved the cushioning on the Curry is the thickness of the insole on the inside. These were paper thin. Like the ones on this were like almost as thin as this collar. It was actually embarrassing, and I'm surprised that the Curry brand let them release that. So in that sneaker, I use these. And in this sneaker, this would definitely work as well. And it might help with a little bit of that side-to-side play, might lock it down just a little bit more, just because it raises the footbed up a little bit. So when it comes down to the flow, it's the same thing it's always been, but I need to see some color on this flow. Like, I think if they drop like a black and white pair, why are we not making this black? I seen the slip-on model had like a yellow outsole. I think it had a pink outsole. Like, why are we not doing that on this? I don't understand. I don't know if it'll rub off when you play basketball and it'll show white underneath. I don't know if they're just painting that. I don't know. I would really like to know and see Under Armour release this down here with some color on it. Like, if you're not going to change it up much, the pattern, at least give us some color on it or something, Under Armour. Now, down on the support and lockdown, I had no issues with support and lockdown. Support and lockdown felt good. Like I said, you got that little bit of play side to side, but it was nothing big. I had no issues with support and lockdown. It just didn't feel super snug up in the toe box, and I do like mine a little bit more snug. Like on the Curry 8s, I like the toe box on that. It felt great on foot, and it conformed to foot a little bit better than it did with the Curry Flotro 2. Now, down onto something that's definitely the highlight of Flow. It is the traction. The traction is beastly. I didn't even take this in a clean gym because I don't even have to. Like, this on a clean court, like I said, I broke my toenail off in my 8s. Might even be a little, yeah, there still is like a little bit of blood stain right there. You can see that on the 8s where the blood came through. I almost got it all out, but there is a little bit on there, that dark spot right there. Yes, it ripped my toenail off. Hard stops. I mean, it's like that sometimes in basketball. It's just not the Currys that do that. A lot of players get that like injury and have to deal with that toe like coming off and regrowing, and it does actually take like 6 weeks for that to come back. It's very painful. It does suck. But yeah, this could be the same thing. Flotro is absolutely deadly. This is by far probably the best traction that I've ever had, and I did not play with this in a clean gym because I already knew what it was. So I took these down to the other gym, and I did not even have to wipe these once. Actually, I do think I wiped them once, but that's just out of habit. If you're a hooper, you just reach back sometimes and wipe your shoes. It doesn't even matter if they're sticky or not. It's just a habit. Now, down on the recommendations, yes, I recommend this to anyone. This is definitely a dope sneaker. If you like playing in a low top, this is probably the sneaker for you. If you don't care about impact protection, definitely the sneaker for you. This insole will wear down after time. It does feel good on the initial step in. After a couple weeks, that's probably gonna wear down and you're gonna have a little bit more impact happening in the sneaker, but it is what it is. If you want response, you want the best traction, you want quick movements, something that can get you cutting side to side, this is definitely the sneaker for you. I do like the Flotro one a little bit better, I think. It was a little bit lower, which doesn't really matter, but it just felt better to me. It felt like it conformed a little bit better. There was more padding underneath the materials in the Flotro one, but this is definitely a dope sneaker. Can't go wrong. If you want to get the Curry, I do not blame you guys. And on top of that, you will not be mad that you got it. Anything with Flotro, if you're looking for like strictly traction, this is definitely going to be the sneaker for you. Definitely a guard shoe. Bigs, you're not going to get barely any impact protection. Flow soft for a minute, but like I said, it's not really the flow. It's more the insole now that Under Armour's using. They started doing it in the 10, the 1, and the 2. I think they started beefing up their insoles a little bit. I think they heard all the complaints. The insole in the Curry 8's embarrassing. It's probably by far the thinnest. Like, if I just wanted to rip it, I'm sure I could just rip it right in half. So guys, thanks for watching my rundown of the Curry 2 Flotro. I hope you enjoyed. I have more sneakers coming this way. I'm excited to get all these videos coming out. And I appreciate you guys stopping by the channel, but we'll catch you on the next one. Sold out. Peace.
How much hustle, dog? It's all about that muscle, dog, yeah. Trying to make it out the struggle, dog, yeah. Hey, watch out this bubble, dog.